curious because Scrapple, who has identified herself as one of the meat couriers, she's frequently seen in the forest. So, like, why is she getting meat from the mire? Like, that seems kind of strange, a little bit odd that they would have so much meat from the mire serving in a place like Good Eats, which is in the forest, right? So, especially noted things like Gulper DNA, because Gulpers really, you don't see them in the forest. And that then leads to other things. So we can start anywhere and just the banter from here to there. And we're trying to fill in a few things.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the email was raymiddleton@fallout50.com, right?
Ray.Middleton, yes. Make sure the last name is spelled.
I have it saved on. Okay. From when I first started messaging you all the way back in the day. I still have it saved on a notes thing, so I want to make sure that was right.
Yeah, it's under the contacts on the website as well if they need to go there.
Doing a little dance.
I know why they're getting the meat from the mire. It's because the mire's got that special Cajun seasoning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like meat from the bow.
So the main thing to remember about this is, like I reiterated before, be your character. So we don't want to really script anything here. So we have to have a reason why you guys are gathered here, first of all. So
we can go anywhere. I just brought us here so that we can have a place to talk.
Okay. So here's what I was thinking as a starting point. All right. We're going to go down the road here to where we took the original 5-0 picture when we had these uniforms on. So we're going to kind of open the show with you guys going to this place and being like, you know, the gist of it is this place is actually a dump. It's not anything what Commander said it was like. It's not legendary. It's just like it's just a shithole little spot where you guys took some pictures. So the point of this show is to set you guys up like improv, right? Here's the scenario. This is what you're given. We know we want to make it to AVR. We're going to take you to the spot where Commander John said they took the original, 5-0 or whatever picture. We want to say new responders, of course. So the goal here is for you guys to be your characters. So if you don't talk, you don't talk. If you're annoyingly ad-libish, then ad-lib. You know, whatever your character would do in the moment, try to do.
I take offense to that. I ad-lib everything.
Guilty as
I speak for myself. Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
So, there is no right or wrong thing going on here. Just respond to what everybody else is doing. We don't have to fill dead air, so don't feel like you have to talk. The goal, though, is to give you guys a scenario, and then we'll role play it, and then move on. Keep in mind that we may just stop you because we have commercial breaks. So this time it's going to be a little different. So we're going to take you to a spot, have you guys kind of banter and RP, stop it, go to a commercial break, move us to a new location, and do that. So let's just gather down at what is the original spot. And while we have built it up in lore to be some amazing, moment in history, we're about to shatter your dreams, if you even cared at the beginning anyway. So it really wasn't a bar. It was and it's right down here. Oh, shit. And we're going to have to deal with these guys first. Okay. So if you jump down here, the comment was, this looks like a bar, right? So this little spot right here looked like a little window with a walk-up bar, and this was where we took the original. We all dressed up in responder outfits and just took a photo, and we're like we're 5-0 cops, 5-0, the 5 like 5 number 50, not 50 spelled out. So we lined up along here, and when you do the photo mode, it actually looks like they're standing sort of at a bar. All right, but this was where it all took place originally. So the idea from the Responder Appalachia show is designed for people to get to know you in the Twitterverse, all the social media, and all the Twitch universe. So it's designed to showcase your characters. So the last episode we did was more about the investigations. We want to kind of open things up a little bit and learn about who you guys are as characters. So we're going to try to put you into scenarios which will generate more, less cop banter and more like, this is who I am as a character. So,
hence me using Charlotte.
Right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to position you like you're going to take a photo. All right.
Before you position us, can we shared mic setting
Yeah,
check?
I was gonna ask that.
Make sure everybody's mics
Oh,
are
yeah,
set
good call.
to broadcast
And
share,
hopefully we're
because
not
we'll be
breaking up our
recording this.
audio like it is right now, which it will. So we may want to be an area for this, because your audio is already breaking up on my end, and if I'm hearing it broken up, it's going to be broken
If it's
up.
broken, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing it broken up too.
All right,
Yep.
switch back to area. Let's see what happens. If we're still breaking up. Yeah, lead party.
Yeah. Sorry, Keith. Let's see.
All right. All right. Is it breaking up now?
Oh,
I do not hear it breaking up.
Nope.
That's why-
You both
that's
sound
why-
wonderful.
Yep.
fucking
Yup.
PlayStation. All right.
Sound white. Sound right.
Also-
Mike.
How has it been too long?
Yeehaw!
I have missed you.
It has been
right.
egregiously long.
It hasn't been egregious.
You know, the more you do voices, Brandon, the more I'm like, oh, that sounds like a character I have in my head. For, so.
That's right.
Well, my voice is a little rusty. I've not, partaken on the microphone in quite some time.
I just don't know who I'm speaking
Not
with.
gonna
That was a
sound.
little
Not
clinkish.
gonna lie. That sounds like discount. That sounds like discount.
You said it sounded like
David
me.
Attenborough.
That's not the thing.
Hello, chap. It's been quite some time. As you can see,
All right. That's where you
quite
want
a
us.
lot.
So the scene here is you guys have traveled to this spot. You wanted to see what you were in town. You were in Charleston, so you guys heard that this was the bar that Corey and Connor and some others met at we were, forming the new responders. The idea here is that you're disappointed. Okay, so it did not live up to this epic idea that Commander had built it up to be. One of you is going to be taking the photo. So remember, I'm just a camera. So once we start this, I don't actually exist. I'm just filming you guys.
This
So
place is a shithole.
Yeah.
I've got a camera. I don't have a camera on me.
Oh boy, this is gonna be funny. Athena's still gonna have such whimsy about it.
Does anybody
Still
have
gonna-
a pro snap
Yeah.
on them?
Yeah, I have a pro snap.
I think I have
Perfect.
first.
Oh, then it's
Why,
even
do you need-
better that Athena has the pro snap and she's all in.
Right. All right. So, again, whatever your character is, that is who you're going to be here. You don't necessarily have to talk. I'm going to set basically a 7 to 10 minute timer here, and I'll just tap on Lucy's shoulder when we're getting close to needing to end, and she will prompt. You're going to have to prompt something that everybody knows.
It's Charlotte.
What's our
She can
safe
do
word?
anything.
Gold watch. Safe
Pineapple
word,
juice.
gold watch. Yeah, pineapple.
Is the meat rotting on your back yet,
Right,
Alex?
that kind of thing. All right.
All right. What's the
Okay, so we'll just say,
You'll know.
mention. Yeah.
Charlotte will say something like, "This is ridiculous. I'm not standing around here waiting for the meat to rot
Yeah.
while we're taking a freaking picture."
So at 7 minutes, I'm going to give you that. We'll let it go to 10 minutes. Okay, so 7 minutes of general RP banter. You guys can walk out of this location. Whatever you want to do, just let it happen organically. We're not going to travel. Nobody run somewhere. Outside of that, if you want to walk outside, feel free to do so. I'm not going to shoot it again, so whatever we get here is going to be it. So we want it to be as raw as possible, because honestly, when you read the reviews of our first one, over 4,000 people watched the video and like 70 comments, and people just loved the raw, organic feel of old school RP machinima style stuff. So we want to keep with what that flavor was and a little less scripted and edited. So one shot only. It's not like we're going to stop on and be like, okay, let's do it again. It's going to be it. That's it. Okay, so all right, so line up wherever you guys feel like you want to line up, or if you want to just do anything. And I'm going to start. Who's got the camera? I do want to start on the camera, so that's going to be our start point. So, Athena, we'll have you.
Keep this voice going.
That's really good.
You sound really convincing.
That is very convincing.
It's really good, though. It's really good.
Ray, make sure you mute yourself.
Yep, I'm going to right now. I'm muting. So, camera out, and I'm going to be on Athena.
Look.
Yep. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're on the air.
Smile.
Oh. Smile for what?
Hold up now. I was sitting here looking at the boy. Are y'all taking a picture?
Place is kind of a damn
Oh, we have so much film for this thing.
You know, forgive my pessimism, but this place kind of turned into a shithole now.
No kidding.
Blood all over the damn floor. The bottles are even empty. I mean, come on.
That's because the commander done drank them all.
Are you sure that's not the meat leaking or anything like that?
I don't know. I feel like this is not exactly what I was led to believe. The way that they all wax poetic about, oh, I loved this, and we posed this way, and it was the start of a beautiful relationship, blah, blah, blah.
Triangle. Hey.
Are you thinking of something else, Charlotte, or are you talking about, you know, when the new responders were
When the new responders? I mean, Commander Johns and the
okay.
field commander were all like, we posed
I wasn't sure
here,
if you took a date here or something.
No beers back here.
No, I did not take. Why would I take a date to this dump? I'm gonna take a date anyway. I'm gonna go classy. Don't you know that, Hawkins?
I know that, but I know that boredom is, you know, it makes people do things, stuff.
Well, Father always told me that the old days were always the better ones. So I guess there's still some of that around here.
A bunch of dead bodies. I don't know.
This place
I
is
think
big
these bodies
clean.
were here when they took the
What was the
picture.
term? Glory days. That was it.
Glory days. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This one looks a little fresh.
You,
That one doesn't look the same.
This one, no, that's a little morbid.
I'd say he's been here for a while.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
I say there's some coffee cups for our responder coffee.
they took the photo like right next to this guy.
Didn't even bury him or nothing. It's kind of rude.
Are you sure he was?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably here.
I'm gonna just pretend I didn't see that.
Did somebody say coffee?
Coffee sounds good.
There's a bowl over here.
All right. Well, let's get this picture over with so that we can say that we did this, and you know, look, Commander, we went to your favorite watering hole and it was blood on the floor and
Dead bodies in the corner.
dead bodies. Let's see.
Let's kind of like just maybe pile around it to kind of put it out of the shot there.
Oh, good call. Can we all squeeze in? We able to?
Hawkins,
what are you doing? You can't put your back to the camera.
I'm not. I'm getting into position. I'm gonna have to.
Maybe he's showing his best side.
But
Sucking in, Hawkins.
It is a good backside. I mean, not that I'm staring at anything.
Well, looks or not, it's still a historical spot, worthy of a photo.
I mean, if he's going to park his backside in a historical spot, he might as well make it a good one.
Okay.
What? Can't a lady talk about somebody's backside without everybody else coughing at her?
Okay, taken. Fair enough.
Alright, I'm taking the photo. 3, 2, 1. Smile!
I blinked.
Are we supposed to say something like, you know, like, I don't know,
Mazel tov.
cheese or Or what was it they
responders.
did before
Say
the war?
responders on 3.
I
don't know.
mean, cheese, but we could say response. Why don't we say, I got it, on the count of 3, in honor of the commander, let's say whiskey.
Whiskey. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Give us the countdown, Athena.
1, 2, 3.
Whiskey!
Whiskey.
How do we look? Dude, alright.
I think I look good.
Alright, cut there.
Alright. Alright.
Sorry, there we go. All right, so I snapped a picture on that. It was a good place to stop. So the show will stop and go to a commercial when you guys snap that picture. All right, perfect. Okay, so next scenario. Okay. AVR's down this way, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight that way.
All right. So we're gonna do about a 5-minute walk towards AVR. Whether we make it there or not, it's okay. Nobody run. Yeah, protect us here. Let me set my timer. Well, I'll make it 7 minutes again. Okay. So this is about 7 minutes of just walking towards AVR. No running. Feel free to shoot and do the things.
It may be a good idea also at some point for either Macklin or Graham to remind why we're doing this. Like, they're their highest ranking, so reminding that we're moving to AVR to, like, a reason why we're...
Yeah, we'll open this scene with the what you guys are doing. All right, so I'm gonna stay. Who wants to tell what you guys are doing? And I will start with
do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna put the focus on Macklin.
Why are we going down here?
I didn't want to ask that. That's why I didn't volunteer.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why we're going down here.
And we need to
Tell
analyze
me
that.
why.
We gotta go find Dutch's meat in the cooler.
So,
Tell me why.
like I wrote...
I got told her to read Cliff's notes.
I need TLDRs.
So basically, Dutch and Hawkins captured a bunch, or they absconded from Good Eats with a bunch of meat, and they want to figure out if the meat is actually people, right? Because there's these questions of these disappearances, and so where's this meat coming from? We know that Scrapple supplies Good Eats, right? Good Eats is a partner of Big Papa. Scrapple obviously is connected to both of them. So what is the meat actually? So they actually walked away from the restaurant with a bunch of meat. So between Athena and Alex, we're escorting them to AVR to use that advanced equipment to break down the DNA of the meat samples to figure out what it is. So that we know. So we have evidence. If it's human, then we have reason to... They're cannibals, right? But if it's not, then obviously whatever. So that's why we gotta go to AVR and not use HQ.
All right. So to summarize that, we're going to AVR to determine the meat source and what the meat might be. Yeah, the meat origin. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say the way to kind of steer that instead of just coming back and be like, all right, this is where we're going. I guess kind of just show that we came out, and I'd be like, all right, guys. Or all right, team. Tonight, or this afternoon's objective is we're going to escort Athena and Walks, or Athena and Hawkins.
I'd say even less formal than that. Just let's get back on track. We know we got to get to AVR because they would already know their mission. So I'd be less formal and treat it as if it's just kind of a casual reminder to get back on track.
Right, but the
and
audience
then maybe
doesn't
instead
know
of
the mission.
mentioning. Actually, instead of mentioning the samples directly, you could always be like, Walks, how are the... You could legitimately just ask Walks how the samples are, and be like, yeah, these sort of meat's doing fine. Just get there.
So I'll open up with, all right, team, let's get back on task. Let's continue down to AVR, and I guess then if somebody wanted to ask, like, why are we really going down there?
Yeah, we need to tie in the fact that that Hawkins got the samples, so
which Hawkins can do.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Okay. All right.
And then he's kind of just wondering, like, what we're going there, like, fully for. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. The point we'll get across.
Remember that the audience does not know what we're doing, so we do need to, like, you know how TV shows do. They give you the obvious, like, oh, we're, you know, I've never met you before, but I have, kind of deal. So, yeah.
We need to break the fourth wall.
Right, and we need to break the fourth wall a little bit. All right. Here we go. And on Macklin to start, and then I will just wander around. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin when you're ready.
All right, team. Let's get going back down the road here and stay focused on our task tonight, okay?
Will do.
Say less.
Let's see.
Pretty calm tonight, considering.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Considering y'all got a pack full of fresh meat on your back, yeah, I'd say so. We haven't attracted half of Appalachia at this point with that stench.
Don't very well, good luck.
Well, look, everybody just keep your head on a swivel. The quicker that we get down to AVR, the quicker we can get rolling with what we gotta do.
Remind me again, Hawkins, how you managed to secure 5 pounds of meat from Good Eats.
You want to know how I got the meat from Good Eats?
I mean, that's just what I asked, ain't it?
Well, here's how I did it. Very carefully.
What kind of smart-ass answer is that?
No, well, I'm going to
That's a good
explain.
answer.
You know, I'm going to
Late
explain.
tonight, sir.
Well,
It's
while
not
Dutch was
details.
offering his conversing skills with Simeon, I sort of absconded what was left in the back.
To the left there, Athena.
Clear.
You know, one thing led to another, sleight of hand, you know. And, yeah.
And so you just tucked a bunch of wieners under your shirt and just walked on out, huh?
No, I had a
Or in his
containment
pants.
unit.
Uh-huh. Well,
That's,
yeah.
I had a cooler.
Where'd you keep your cooler?
I kept it outside the door.
So you
Can't
had to
exact-
So you
transport the meat.
I'm trying to think of the logistics of this. So you go
Yeah,
in,
how
you
did
swipe
you-
the meat, you shove it somewhere where it's hidden, and run outside of the cooler is conveniently located outside the door that nobody noticed.
We were the only customers at the time.
I mean, good on you.
You had
I
to be
mean,
super sneaky then, since all eyes were on you then. You were the
Hey,
only
listen.
customer.
Athena.
Hey, so did I
You
ever
and
tell you guys
Hawks
the
will-
story about how I ate the meat out of the evidence cooler?
Oh,
Yeah, why
You
would
did
you eat
what?
meat out of an evidence? Why?
You
Hawkins,
know the
you
boss
might want
not.
to check your...
I remember that.
Oh, I got drunk.
Yeah. Jesus.
Athena, I want
didn't
you
go
and
well.
Hawkins to stay toward the rear as we
Understood.
go in and clear.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Oh, just
Hawkins.
After you then.
Hawkins, follow Athena on this one.
Alright.
Put the specimens, I guess. The meat in question.
Yeah, the question.
Where-
Mystery meat.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's a mystery meat at this point.
Well, put it on whatever analyzer that... look, I'm going to just let y'all take the wheel on that one. That stuff is pretty foul. I can smell it from over here.
Well, hopefully it's not the recipe of mole rat meat with Wonder Glue. That would be a pretty
Look,
nasty situation.
y'all all know what mole
That's
rat
not
chunks do to me, so let's...
I mean,
Well,
I think the bigger issue is we still haven't found Kyle, and there's been other missing persons, and God knows what they've been doing. I mean, that crazy raider lady with the pigtails and meat running, and Simeon at Good Eats, and that... What's that guy down in the bar? What's his name? Help me out, somebody.
Papa?
Big Papa.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, what happens? What happens? Just give me a theory for a second. We're taking this meat, right? Right, Walks, you got this whole thingamabob set up down there with the sciencey-wincy stuff, right?
Currently, yeah.
So what happens if this meat comes back and the DNA is like Homo sapiens?
Well, I'd imagine we'd bring him in. At the very
Put him out
least.
of business?
Well, that should be
hope.
good probable cause for a search warrant.
Well, how
yeah.
many of us have eaten a good eats? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well,
I
Hawkins?
don't particularly
I
eat.
I ain't never been personally.
Nope.
I
ate there once.
I'm just
I
saying.
actually really like the hot dogs. So I really hope they're not people dogs.
Oh,
You know,
it just,
Charlotte, you know
Yeah,
just
you
how
know
to
what?
make
If they're people
feel
dogs, I don't want to think about that.
I'm gonna think about it a lot because I ate there.
Well,
I mean, I'm just pointing out the realistics of the situation. If we're investigating. All right, shall we breach Asher?
Let's do it.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
That wasn't 3.
that was some tongue that she speaks sometimes. I don't question it, Hawkins.
Alright.
All right, cut on that one.
I hope we don't lose audio in here.
All right, I'm coming inside now. All right, so
No, wait till everybody loads.
At time.
Try not to spread out too much, so that we can actually, if we need to fire at anything,
where did
Yeah,
I
we got
load
it.
in?
Okay.
Right there in front of everybody.
just stay in this area, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
We're in the waiting
So
room.
was that
awaiting Dr.
about
Patch
which,
Adams.
which I wanted, without revealing too much, kind of deal? Or did I bomb it?
No, I think
probably bombed it.
No, this is all about raw. Raw. That's all it is. So whatever you would say, that is what you would say. So this scenario, you guys are working your way down to the, I guess the lab,
Burn
right?
unit.
Yes. So I will follow you guys. Follow you guys through. Go for it. Action.
I mean, there is a lot of scorched in here.
It's a
Yeah,
lot darker
everybody
than
watch
I
out.
They seem to like this place quite a bit.
Turn my Pip-Boy light on. Alright, are we going through here?
Well, I mean,
Hit it.
Alright, hit it. Box, I do not feel comfortable with you, like, right up front like that. That is not a good place for a squishy little guy like you.
What? Let
don't trust me with
let
this
Recon
shotgun?
take the point.
Scorch.
No.
I do not trust you.
We need to keep the 3 of y'all as intact as possible.
Alright, fine. Jesus.
One hostile, 2 hostiles.
Not on your six. Alright. Behind the wall. You can set up there is. Ooh. Got an old nurse. An old wrinkly nurse. Ooh, she fancies you, Hawkins. They both do.
Thanks.
You're actually some good cream.
Oh, fine.
Got one.
Athena, how you doing?
All good.
Alright. Let's not drop down the hole. God knows, some don't need nobody breaking an ankle.
Well, steps are over here.
Alright, I suppose the steps it is.
Oh, hey,
wait
pie
a
machine.
second! Pie, I know exactly Pie.
I know.
Can we pause just for a second?
Pie.
It's just I do love pie.
Well,
I mean,
y'all
how
know
often?
the rules of the pie, though, don't we all?
I just want... I mean, I don't know if we got enough time for a pie game, but...
Can you imagine the amount of preservatives that are in that? I mean, I know I drink Nuka-Cola, but that's...
That thing has got to be.
Look at this poor skeleton.
Just a
They
reminder.
really wanted that pie.
In
I thought we
case
learned from
anybody.
our last mistake.
It's not the same pie, Asha. Alright, look,
Oh.
just a reminder. The rules for the pie game are simple. If somebody wins the pie, they win the bet. And then, later there's the whole, like, you gotta wear, like, a funky helmet or whatever it is. All the losers, alright? Who just
In
went?
the middle of armory?
It wasn't me.
I did. I went.
Alright, I'm gonna go next.
Alright.
Big money, no whammies, and... Oh.
Alright, I'm next.
Lost.
Man.
Mm.
Ooh. I've seen some good ones. I remember when Rose Barnett had to dye her hair and put it in pigtails. That's how she earned that name, Pigtails.
Mm.
I think I heard that story.
Ah, darn.
Ash
It's
is
gonna be my
out.
turn.
You sure she ain't related to this new lady? What was her name?
Definitely not.
Scrapple?
Definitely not Scrapple. Alright, here we go, Miss Scramp.
I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna win it.
Oh.
No.
No dice.
No dice. Alright, Hawkins, you're up next.
You know, they probably make these things a little faster.
You'd think.
Well, I mean, they have
it's
been
how old is
corroded.
I
it?
mean, back in the day they wasn't broke, but
If I won this, I feel like I could be very creative with the rest of y'all.
Oh, well, that
Alright,
figures.
who's next?
I'll try.
Alright, Athena, let's see what you got. God, I shudder to think what you will come up with if you win.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you don't eat pie, do you?
Yeah, no, it's what she makes the losers have to do.
Oh.
Boo.
Alright. Last up, Macklin. Oh, look at that slow roll up there like he's some sort of gangster.
I say, in the name of the new responders of Appalachia, you will give me this pie.
Statistically speaking, he has a 75% chance likelihood.
Oh!
Well, and a
Seems
25%
nice.
Oh, and
chance of...
I found that
ducking
whole 25%.
Yeah, you did discover. Well, another time, another dollar. You already went
Alright.
once,
So
so
with
go
systems
again.
like these, the more tries you have, the more likely you are to get it.
I'll go
We'll hit it
again.
on our way back out. Let's keep
Alright, we'll
rolling.
check it on the way out. Yeah, but
Alright.
got that stinky meat on the backs.
That's true. We don't want it to rot too much, do we?
Alright, here we go. Down we go. It's kind of a wonder about the pie.
Always seems to be a piece in the machine every time you go. You'd think somebody would have won it by now.
Or somebody could break the glass.
yeah, who the hell is the weirdo who keeps putting them back in there? I swear, some
Probably
folks
some
come out.
strange mad scientist.
I bet
Probably someone calling themselves a pirate.
Oh,
Pirate.
a pirate. I get it. A
Wow.
pirate.
Nice.
Oh, God, Lord. Dad
Nice.
jokes.
That was a good
Alright,
one.
let's see.
Is
The rest of this place looks clear.
Yeah?
Oh. Alright.
Oh, no, wait. I hear something.
No, something's
I hear
hiding.
one.
Oh, hello again, lab. We meet again.
How often you been here?
I've been here one other time. It's a long time ago.
Well,
You know
everything
what?
seems to be intact.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty pristine, actually. I feel like Dr. Anders has done a good job of trying to keep this place pretty clean.
Compared to the rest of the facility, this place is very well maintained.
I might have done a little cleaning myself, but
There's one up top there, Captain.
Alright, let me see if I
Well,
can...
what
Sorry,
can
honey.
we do to help you, Walks, while you set up shop, yeah?
well, if someone could help me get the rest of the meat out,
Got him.
more or less just
Alright.
maybe keep me covered. Run some
Got you on that
tests
one.
here.
Alright. Oh, look, do you need these microscopes? Look at these little knobs.
Yeah, could you set some over here by me, please? And,
I mean, I could try to. I can look. They're little. I think they may be welded to this shelf
they
here.
yeah, they actually might.
Kind of melted right to the shelf, but I can. Look at them.
You know what? That'll work just fine.
Well, there's one on the table there set up for you.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I mean, I don't know if that helps.
Well, that's probably better.
Yeah, you know, as much as I have these eyes, they don't seem to work too well.
Somebody's got to keep you on your toes there.
What about you, Athena? I know you're working the technical side while he's getting everything loaded up. What can we do to help you?
I think I can handle it for right now. If you could check the fuse box for me to make sure everything's at least running properly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What color wires do I need not to touch?
The red one.
Yeah.
That would be
I
my
guessed on that one.
What if they're all yellow?
What's all yellow?
Very good question.
The heck?
What the hell? Alright.
That was
I feel like
unexpected.
somebody's poking me in the back. Alright, let's see here.
How's it looking?
The red wire's connected to the green wire.
Let's see. Well, this ain't human meat.
Well, if she's got to sing, then oof, we might be.
We got fuse boxes working.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say it's not human meat?
It ain't, actually. Not at all.
Oh, well, that's
Actually, red stags. Maybe red scorpion and gulper, actually.
Gulper?
quite a cocktail of
Interesting.
meats.
Athena, what you
Well,
make
you did
of
get
it?
5 pounds of it, so.
I came out with about the same things. Compared to my own research on most of Appalachia's animals, it's accurate. Blood samples are an exact match.
But what
Makes
does that
sense.
even mean, though? Like,
Well, we need to find where they're getting their supply from. I mean,
From what I can tell in some of the
Gulpers
samples,
are-
it's from the proper areas you would find them. Rad stags from
Yeah.
the Toxic Valley, gulpers from the mire.
The mire,
Hopefully
though,
mixed in
that's...
with an assortment of them.
Well,
There's
why
a
the
hidden amount of
mire?
fauna
Yeah,
as
Good
well
Eats
as
is in
ghosts.
the forest.
exactly.
Well,
Good Eats is
well-
in the forest.
and then Papa's is in the bog. Well,
They must have a large staff. Or at least
I just
That
don't
But
know.
there's- they're
Maybe
getting
they
gulpers
just
from the
got...
mire when we all know that who the mire belongs to.
The Free States.
Yeah. I mean,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
I know we have contacts, all of us do, but none of us think that.
Wait just
You
a
know.
minute. You're not saying that the Free States are supplying them with meat, are you?
I'm not saying anything. It's just a hypothesis.
Yeah, we don't know too much right now
Yes.
except for where the meat's coming from.
I mean, everybody needs to make a cap, and I mean, if this guy is a legitimate, butcher or chef, as he says, then
I mean, there usually is a large assortment of hunters around Appalachia.
yeah, there are.
You find the
I
sheds
wonder,
quite often.
I wonder if there's any
Maybe they're
hunters
working
down in the
for them.
mire that we don't know about.
Could
Wouldn't
be.
surprise me.
Hiding somewhere in the canopy. It's
Yeah.
easy to...
They're somewhere out there in the swamp.
You know, if Macbeth had just managed to stick with Scrapple, I feel like we'd have a bunch of answers.
Yeah.
Well,
Separate little bit. She just managed to evade. That is not good.
maybe we should send you and Macbeth there, Charlotte.
What? I'm not going down to the bog.
Oh,
where does she lose Scrapple at?
She lost Scrapple up in Morgantown.
Exactly.
So you want me to go up to Morgantown?
Well, I would say contact Macbeth and see if she has any new leads or new whereabouts, and go from there.
Fine, I will contact her. But I am not going to the bog to pay attention to that ne'er-do-well in this filthy apron.
Well, I mean, we don't want your curls,
Uh-oh.
getting that bog stuff or whatever.
You best check yourself, Major. I will have words with you later.
All right, now, Sergeant.
Cut on that one. Cut on that one. All right. Okay. 5-second break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I will as well.
If he can go to the bathroom and back in 5 seconds, I will pay him.
I'm gonna grab my water.
Well,
water.
Good thing I have this plastic bottle right next to me.
All right, look, mate. I know you're sitting on a 5-gallon pee bucket there, Walks. All right.
Hey, man, it would probably explain the smell.
I think we should have a blooper reel.
Please.
I would love to have like a small action scene where like some of us are supposed to be running by like the camera, like Ray does whenever he's like we run past him, but we're all stuck in photo mode and we're just sliding across the ground.
This here is called the electric slide.
Exactly. Be stuck in my thinking pose and just sliding across.
Or a whole bunch of in-character just shit post moments. We're all just running around just doing stupid shit, but we're all in character saying dumb things.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
I mean, kinda, but you know. But you know, it's just down in all of our normal voices.
You know, for a second you reminded me of Beetlejuice.
What?
Alright, Captain Graham, real funny. I like that.
You saw that, yeah?
Yeah, I reshared it.
I thought that picture turned out good.
Oh yeah.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Where?
Hey, look. You know how you just said Beetlejuice, but I think ours is Dutch. Say Dutch 3 times, he'll show up.
Ain't that the truth?
But does he have a plan?
Dutch is meat.
But does he have a plan? He needs to have a plan.
You know what's crazy? If he's still streaming this, whenever he goes back and watches this footage, he'll be like, "What in the hell do they do whenever I'm gone?"
I'm debating upon trying to have Athena ask Hawkins about doing some repairs to emphasize the fact that she is a robot.
All right.
I just ask him on a date. That'll get Charlotte's panties in a bundle.
How unfortunate.
Athena doesn't really understand the full concept of relationships yet.
Well, we know, but it would just be funny just to mess with Charlotte, though.
Oh Lord, what are we messing?
Oh man.
with?
She's like,
what are we messing?
Don't tell her.
No.
Whenever her and Ray go back and watch the footage, or whenever y'all just left, you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, no.
It's true. It is all filmed.
If ever this happened in character, Athena would then blame Grace.
Oh yeah.
Where she heard it from, and where she was advised to get that from. Leaving the past.
Or we could have Scrapple apprehended, and then Athena go in there and start talking to her, and all Scrapple does is talk about Pre, and then gives her the concept of it.
Oh God.
Ray, one thing about a blooper reel.
Poor impressionable
obsessively just talking.
We were saying that like if we all got stuck in like you know how we do our running past you like an action shot.
Right.
If instead of us like running past you, it was us like all stuck in photo mode, just sliding across the screen. With it.
That would be funny.
Was it Benny Hill? I think his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I said our blooper reel is going to be whenever y'all two have left and y'all go back and listen to all this.
Right. No, for sure.
So I think there should be like a final moment, maybe where that whole like TV recap of a scene happens where like so just remember we were here to figure out results, and then maybe we should we should focus, at this point it'll be focusing recon in the mire, which ties into all the other things, and recon in the bog to follow Big Papa, but
one thing we could do to bridge that, since it's a hybrid RP machinima, is have one of the commanding officers doing a summary for the audience before you guys do each section potentially.
Like an AAR, but in character.
Sure. Yeah. So basically, you know how in the last episode we had Commander Johns brief everybody in a Machinima HQ, and then immediately it cuts to Pre getting you guys to go down to the machine shop in the HQ, and you guys start bantering down there. So basically, we go seamlessly from a Machinima into the live action. So it would be like, Pre chiming in over a Pip-Boy or Commander Johns or Corey or whoever is leading that particular. So that's something we could do, so that way you don't have to remember what's going on in here. Almost like a
right.
I always refer to Borderlands, how they do like that little snapshot and then they go into the
right. It's the guy that does the guns.
So, like, in other words, I'll take a picture right now of a profile of Macklin. So the profile pops up, and then a voiceover of what the mission is, and all of a sudden it opens up right into the mission. Does that make sense? So, see, it's all ad-libbed here, 100% ad-libbed. We don't even know what we're doing. There we go. All right.
But that was pretty much it. There was just discovering, getting to AVR and discovering that the meat was not human, that it was mostly from the mire. Okay. Which is unusual. But then ties in the fact that Scrapple and the cultist later raid the settlement and kill people.
Yay!
Aha, murder.
In the mire.
Murder.
Murder in the mire.
And I think it's kind of funny. Like, I wonder how, like, whenever the Free States people see this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, did this son of a bitch just accuse us of?" That's why I wanted to.
We're having
that's
Bobby in this, aren't we?
That's why I wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do have it written that way. That Connor. I mean, that's one of the things that Connor is supposed to radio Spags. And we could, I have it set, Step 12 has Spags, if he's available, to actually meet Pre, Fanny, Jameson, Monty, and Jordan if he still wants to do it. And then Fiend as the NPC survivor at the retreat where, oh my god, these things happened, and there's this crazy bitch, and the cultists, and we almost died.
Tried cutting me up and shit, and there was they made us take this weird punch.
Well, right, because the machinima from that we were running through the water towards Alpha, when he was playing the leader, that's just you getting there and being like, oh my god, this thing happened, and Alpha's character being like, I'm redoing the responders for help. So that the bigger scene is everybody getting there and Spags meeting them there and Spags RPing in the game with us in the same fashion.
So, quick question. Isn't he our ambassador for them?
Not Walks. Tobias.
Yes. I wonder if I should have made mention of reaching out to Tobias to see if he can talk.
We can, though, in what Ray just said, in terms of the
voiceover.
Machinima filmed voiceover.
Yeah, the machinima can be used to bridge pieces of information that we need. So if something is not relayed here, the main thing we got to remember is that the audience is watching this for the first time and they don't know any of us. So when we're talking about all this stuff, they need to understand what is happening in the story. So if we watch this over and we determine that there's not enough information, we can always fill in the gaps with very quick.
Voiceover.
Yeah, all the stuff that we filmed the other night is already cut and ready to drop. Literally 30 minutes, and we can pop whatever we need up.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't say nothing about getting up with the ambassador. That's why I was just like, well,
yep.
Let's see if there's any hunters that we're not aware of, or let's do.
Yeah, we can.
Let's just.
Yep. Yeah, we can always cut to a call in to the ambassador or whatever we need to bridge the gap. So for sure. All right, so let's just recap quickly and make sure we covered everything. So scene 1, banter about Scrapple. I don't think we really covered that.
But we did it later.
Okay,
we
gotcha.
did it in a different area.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so moved FOB.
We did
to
not
AVR.
mention anything about the Silver Shroud, which is what I kind of figured would be a tie-in at some point.
Right. I really think the Silver Shroud pieces need to be machinematic.
No, I know this was just like, who would have thought? I mean, we can do banter machinima style as that.
I like
do
that.
think
Machinima.
Yeah.
Or
I know,
something
right?
like,
I keep
did y'all
inventing these
hear
words.
about that attack on, up in the forest or whatever on the Blood Eagles or something?
Right.
Or wherever we were?
Yep. No, exactly.
Yeah.
So whenever we need, yeah.
This is guerrilla filming because are you still filming?
Yeah.
You should probably turn off.
Yeah, I am.
No, keep it rolling.
I know.
Just so that you
You never
it's
know.
like it's such a download.
Film everything.
You never know. You never know when magic's gonna happen. All right.